Best places to travel if you're broke. Want to keep up with your Instagram game without making your wallet suffer? No worries. You can still see the world and document all of it even if you're barely able to pay rent. Here are some of the best places to go when you're short on some dough. Number 21. San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Flying to Puerto Rico is relatively inexpensive compared to flying to any major city.
The capital of San Juan is Puerto Rico's biggest city, though it only has a population of over 300,000 people. If you want an aquatic adventure, San Juan offers snorkeling, cruises, kayak tours, and a trip into the El Yunque rainforest. You can walk around the historic streets of Old San Juan, visit the Castillo de San Cristobal, and also go cave touring. Number 20. Belize. A tropical vacation with clear waters, sandy beaches, and palm trees for just $100 a night? Sign us up! If you want a 5-star hotel, it's less than $300. Some of the most expensive eateries in Belize will cost you around $30. You won't spend all your savings here. You'll find this paradise on the eastern coast of Central America. It's home to the Great Blue Hole, a scuba diving hotspot, Shark Ray Alley, the Caracol, Maya Ruins, go cave snorkeling, swim with manta rays, or ride a horse on their popular outback trails. Number 19. Morocco. South of Spain is the country of Morocco, which has the Mediterranean Sea on its east side and the Atlantic Ocean on its west. It is rich in diversity since the area combines the cultures of Arabia, Berber, and Europe. Marrakesh is a favorite destination for tourists, as you will surely have lots of food to eat and lots of shopping to do. The Medina appears maze-like and is full of marketplaces that sell staple Moroccan items, as well as provides entertainment in the Jama El Fina Square. Number 18. Panama City, Florida. You might be tempted to head over to Florida during the summer, but we promise if you wait a little bit and visit in the fall, you will still experience warm temperatures without the crowd on the beach. Miami and Orlando are big cities people love to go to, but try a place like Panama City out for size. Decent hotels are as cheap as $50 a night. For fun, ride a catamaran at sunset, check out Ripley's Believe It or Not for less than $18, or take a tour of Shell Island. Number 17. Port-au-Prince, Haiti. This Caribbean country is more affordable to travel to than its more frequented Caribbean neighbors. Haiti shares the island of Hispaniola with the Dominican Republic and sits right under Cuba. You can always visit the Basin Blue waterfall, see the Citadel Fortress, and check out the architecture in the shops at the famous Marche del Fer. Learn about Haiti's history at the Musée du Panthéon in Port-au-Prince. Hotels usually don't cost more than $200 a night. Number 16. Sayulita, Mexico. The village of Sayulita is on Mexico's west coast, with the Sierra Madre Occidental Mountains on its east. Sayulita is beloved for its white sand beaches that also have a strong surf. If you love the waves, head on down to Mexico. Outdoorsy people will enjoy this place. Not only will you have a beautiful beach day, but you can also boat on down to the Marietta Islands, where you can check out dolphins and humpback whales. Number 15. Bulgaria. Bulgaria is a small country, measuring only 42,855 square miles, or 110,995 square kilometers. Yet there are so many things to do and multiple cities to visit. When you land in Sofia, you can walk on over to the Bojana Church and Varana Palace. If you're more into seaside vacations, Varana isn't too far. For history buffs, Plovdiv is where you'll find the ancient stadium and the Philippopolis Theater.
If you're flying from the United States, chances are your plane ticket will be less than $1,000, and your hotels will cost less than $50 per night.
Number 14. Lisbon, Portugal. Compared to other European capitals such as London or Paris, booking a flight to Lisbon will be slightly cheaper, and your overall stay will cost much less. A 5-star hotel is less than $200, and an average hotel is about $89 per night. Lisbon is Portugal's capital, located in the high hills facing the Atlantic coast. Some of the best shorelines include Estoril and Cascais. Snap some Instagram photos outside the pastel-colored buildings or on the Pont 25 de Abril suspension bridge. Number 13. Angkor Wat, Cambodia. One of the largest religious monuments in the world is tucked away in the small Southeast Asian country of Cambodia. Angkor Wat was initially constructed as a Hindu temple before it was converted into a Buddhist temple at the end of the 1100s. The flight to Cambodia might be a little more than you want to pay, but once you're there, everything else is fairly cheap. Your meals will cost you a few cents, as will a ride on a luxury riverboat. Number 12. Hanoi, Vietnam. Vietnam is more culturally diverse than you might have expected. When the French colonized Vietnam in the 1880s, they left a permanent mark on the culture, most notably the cuisine. Long before that, China colonized Vietnam. As a result, this Southeast Asian nation is a mix of 3 dominant cultures. In Hanoi, that's a lot to take in for a place that's only 1,285 square miles, or 3,328 square kilometers. For the best weather, visit at the beginning of winter so you can be outside on the water or walk around the big city. Number 11. Chile. Chile is on the southwest coast of South America. Torres del Paine, in Patagonia, is a favorite spot for hikers. The best time to see the snow-capped mountains and glaciers would be in the springtime. For the southern half of the equator, that means October to November. Have you ever wanted to see penguins but aren't equipped to go all the way to Antarctica? No worries, Chile features a sizable penguin population at the Los Pingüinos National Monument on Magdalena Island. Number 10. Madrid, Spain. If you want another reasonable price trip to Europe, look no farther than Madrid, Spain. It's cheaper to stay here compared to other European metropolitan areas. For the best deals, buy a plane ticket for September, October, April, and May. Something really great about Spain is that tapas originate from here, meaning you can order a bunch of small plates of different foods and have a meal full of variety for under 20 euros. A tram ride is priced at 5 euros, meaning you can walk around Retiro Park, tour the Royal Palace, and see the galleries at the National Archaeological Museum without having to pay for expensive taxis. Number 9. Bali, Indonesia. The Indonesian island of Bali is rife with volcanoes, which you think would make it dangerous, but people love coming here anyway. Outdoor activities include swimming amongst the coral reefs or walking along the vast rice paddies. Many people trek to the famous religious site of Uluwatu Temple. If you're more of a city person, journey a little farther south to the beachside city of Kuta, where you'll encounter the best restaurants and bars.
The average price of hotels is $29, while a flight from Western countries is around $1,000.
Number 8. Machu Picchu, Peru. A hike up 8,920 feet, or 2,270 meters sounds daunting, but for Machu Picchu, it's worth it. If you're worried about acclimating to the high altitude, don't be. Experts say you won't have any severe problems with it. The ancient citadel is located in Peru, in the Andes Mountains. While the whole journey to Machu Picchu might cost you, hotels are $68 per night on average. Plus, the rest of Peru is the right place to be if you're trying to economize your vacation. Number 7. Palawan, Philippines. The Philippines consists of 7,107 islands, and one of the most low-priced destinations is the province of Palawan. It is the largest province in the country and full of wonders for the most adventurous people. If you're coming from the West Coast or Canada or the United States, a trip to the Philippines won't break the bank. Stay at a $10 hostel and go ahead and enjoy the water cave tours and the clear waters at the tropical resorts. Number 6. Auckland, New Zealand.
Don't forget that the continent of Australia includes not only the country of Australia, but also New Zealand.
Do not mix up these two nations. The locals will not take it kindly. For a major metropolitan area, Auckland is rather small, only 419 square miles, or 1,085 square kilometers. If you're coming from a different part of the world, your plane ticket will cost you. Past that, you can be sure that you will receive the most bang for your buck here. Some backpacker tours are free. At Silo Park, you can catch a free movie. For some treats, visit T2 on Queen Street for some free tea. You will be thankful for all that free stuff when you spend money to visit Hobbiton, the old set for the Lord of the Rings movies. Number 5. Crete, Greece. Nowadays, a trip to Greece isn't as expensive as it used to be. To save even more money, stay away from Athens and Santorini. Instead, go to Crete and experience everything quintessentially Greek without the oversaturation of tourists. Crete is Crite's largest island. Here, you have the chance to eat delicious seafood, suntan on the warm beach of Belos, find tranquility at the Elefantisi Lagoon and Monastery, and absorb some ancient Greek history in the capital of Heraklion. Check out the birthplace of Zeus in the Ideon Cave. For just $55 a night? That sounds like a deal to us. Number 4. South Korea. The past decade has seen an immense increase in tourism for South Korea, and the country is more than willing to adapt to this new asset to their economy. Daily, you don't have to spend more than $30 to survive. Average flight prices from the US are $900. The public transport is easy to use and helps take you to most places. In Seoul, you can eat at a lot of trendy restaurants, though beware of how packed the city is. South Korea can also reach low temperatures, so if you're not ready for the cold, avoid going during December. Number 3. Costa Rica. Why are more and more college students studying abroad or vacationing in Costa Rica? The prices are hard to beat. Thankfully, the exchange rate from the US dollar is low. Costa Rica is a safe place to visit, and the hostels are some of the most affordable in the world. And many bed and breakfast places offer complimentary breakfasts since so many people come here. Be cautious of all the tourist traps in the more populated cities. Number 2. Albania. If you're still trying to experience Europe on a budget, don't skip out on Albania. Your bank account will thank you. The low cost of living draws in tourists looking for a low-cost trip. Like most places in Europe, you can see national parks, historical tours in old castles, and tours of the Balkan available. Albania sits along the Mediterranean, so you don't have to spend more money to stay in Italy or France to swim in the same water. Your accommodation can be as cheap as $5. Before we tell you number 1, we have a question to ask. If you did have all the money in the world, what are the top 3 things you would spend money on? Is vacationing one of them? Let us know in the comments below. Number 1. Bangkok, Thailand. Thailand is quickly becoming one of the most popular, if not the most popular destination for young, broke travelers. One of the cheapest places to visit in the world is Bangkok, Thailand. If you ever visit, be ready to face a huge crowd.
Not only do 8 million people live here, but 20.2 million international tourists visit every year.
There's a lot to do, such as walk inside the numerous historical temples, do lots of shopping, participate in water sports, and even enroll in some cooking classes. Plus, there's a lot of street food that will cost you nearly nothing to stuff yourself with. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. For more content from us, subscribe to our channel and turn on that bell notification.